Welcome, comments. Hey, Dominican Beekeeper, can you hear me? Hello, howdy, howdy. Hey, Phil. Okay, great, thanks. Brian. Hey, Patrick. M. Smiley Ray, RJBs. Michael Fike, I haven't seen you on the comments in a while. I can't believe you. I just can't believe you, bees. Hey, what's going on? All right, trying out my new mic in here and doing a little bit of honey. So I wanted to just come on live real quick while I was taking a break, show y'all what's going on. I hadn't done a live in a long time. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I've been busy. I hear you, Michael. I hear you. Hey, that harvest went good, Dominican. We went right at, what, 30 gallons? So that's, I don't know, just shy of 150 pounds or so. And that's what I'm doing now. I did another 9 boxes a couple days ago. And I'll be doing a video on that because I use my hive lifter. Hey, Brian, yeah, I used to go live more often. I just hadn't had time, and I just like check in every now and then. And I'm going a little bit early because there's always somebody that comes on at 7 o'clock almost every night. So I like to get off before then. Yeah, 0628 Dirt Rooster. Figure if there's a shirt I'm going to wear, I'm going to get dirty, it'd be this one, right? Hey, Ricky. R&D Bees. I don't know. Burness, where is Burness at? I think I've been through there. I can't think of where you're at. Hey, Patrick. Yeah, a terrible drought right now. Oh, no. It's, man, we're getting rain every evening, but it's hit and miss. Some places are getting it, some aren't. Of course, at work on the construction site, we got drenched last night, so we could hardly work. But today, we get nothing here. So, what we got? Okay, so we got some people on here. Well, anyway, I was just coming on north of Russ. Oh, gosh, you're way up there, Ricky. Okay. Yeah, you're up near Arkansas, I guess. Yeah, y'all got a big beekeeper. Who's that giant beekeeper up there? Can't remember his name. Over in Bossier City. Johnny B. Bees, Northwest Florida. All right, Northwest Florida. I was out there about 2 months ago at Blackwater River State Park. Of course, I'm from Florida, so you know. UK Honey Marketing Board. Hey, thanks a lot for viewing from over there in the UK. Glad to have you guys. It's always interesting to me how many people watch worldwide. It blows me away. 55 this morning, now 82 degrees in Vermont. Wow. Hey, Randy. Yeah, hey, Mike, by the way, it was, we're going up north soon. I can't wait. Hey, Amanda. Renee Baker. Zionsville, Anna. Kurt, greetings from Tupelo, Mississippi. Yep, been through there a few times. Just south of Lexington, Tennessee, I believe. Upper Maine, boy, I bet it's nice up there right now. Miami, Florida. Hey, 76, okay, that's where I was born and raised for 10 years of my life. How are you up there in New Hampshire? Yeah, Michael, I'm with you. It's 98 there. It was 95 today. It's hot, huh? Raining all day here in Dominican. Yeah, and it's hurricane season for you guys. I hope everything goes well this season for you guys down there. Jackson, Mississippi. All right, JD. Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Hey, Kevin, not really necessarily keeping it, but just want to know where you're at. Wait a minute, Kevin. Let me go back to you, Kevin. Kevin. Hey, Tell me, you didn't used to have a YouTube channel, did you? Cody R. Thomas, 80 degrees. Middle Tennessee. Columbia, Louisiana. Now, I don't know where that's at. You got to tell me what it's near, Smiley Ray. Heber Springs, Arkansas. Yep, went camping there before. Beautiful lake, beautiful water there. Had a pretty fair motocross track out there too, if I'm not mistaken. The Wellsburn Honey Company. Hey Mike, love videos. Also in the UK. Hey, we got a couple from the UK. Got one from Dominican Republic. We got some ocean between a few of us. Yeah, way too hot, Michael. I agree. But I'm going to North Carolina in when am I going there? I need to know this. Like the second week of July, y'all got your summer meeting. I'm supposed to be up there. Oh, 30 miles south of Monroe. Okay, so a couple y'all from up north. Ruston, near Ruston and near Monroe. No YouTube channel for you, Kevin. All right, your picture looks like a guy that used to have one up there in Canada. He had it for about 2 seasons. Wahoo, caught a light. Lebanon, PA. Oh, where are you at? Dominica. 2 different islands. I seen Dominican, and that's what I thought. Okay, well, I'm going to have to look that up then. That's good to know. For the whole time, I thought you were in the Dominican Republic. We're in tornado warning here in Iowa. Oh, man, Iowa. I will. Beautiful country. I cruised there on the way to Minnesota, though. I do love it up there. I know it's a lot of cornfields, but still, it's beautiful. Rudy's Bee Farm, Westville, Florida. I know where you're at, Randy, Tar Heel Beekeeper. Thank you for the videos. Really like watching your videos. Well, you're welcome. I enjoy making them. I'm starting to run out of things to do kind of right now because I'm slowing down some finally. But I got a few chores I got to get out there and continue to make them. Devin Rowan, that's who it is. No, Devin's a different guy, Kevin. Actually, not Devin. Hey, Melanie. Dominica, the nature island. Okay, I'm going to look it up. No, I know Devin Rowan. He had ones and he quit. It was a different guy. He had this really cool little forklift, gas-powered forklift, like I had a lawnmower engine on it. And he ran like small boxes, double boxes. I don't know. I can't remember his name. I have to look him up. All right, folks. Well, so why am I even coming on? Well, I'm bored. I'm out here. Let me show you what I'm doing. I harvested the honey from the video already, and this is another harvest I'm doing. I did another 9 boxes. But, yeah, it's not a how-to. You're right, Corey. You're exactly right. Yeah, and I'm going to do a video on those bees that the tree fell on. I'm going to do a video. I actually was going to do it Sunday afternoon, but I had gotten it was hot outside, and I got these 9 or 10 boxes off, and I decided I needed to just get in. I didn't want to bother with them. I am going to do a video, but they seem to be doing good. I know who you are, Brian. So let me show you what I'm doing. Let me figure the flip around on this. There we are. Oh, it didn't work. Well, it's not letting me do that. That's odd. It's a how I do. Well, somebody needs to give me a how-to on to flip this phone around. How about that? Hey, Titus Smith. Thanks for all. Hey, I'm just doing my thing. Now, my phone is not flipping around. You can see it tries to. Single tap. It didn't do it. It's like it wants to and it won't. Well, here's what I'll do then. More than one way to skin a cat. This is what I'm up to. Y'all can't even hear that extractor, can you? Of course, it is running slow. I'm just doing a little extracting. So far tonight, I got about one. See, I got 1 bucket there, 2, 3, 4, 5 buckets. That one will be filled with the tank. The tank is full of honey. A lot of cappings, but this is what I've been doing after work today. That's our take so far for the year. All this. I guess you can see me with my fingers pointing. All that in the back. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Hamilton, Ontario, another Canadian. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So rotate it 180. All right, let's try that. Oh, it doesn't like that. When you're doing a live, you can't on the phone. It should just flip around though. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, honey harvest is going pretty well. We got those boxes from the video. I've got these boxes. We got the spring honey, and so far, I think I'm closing in on 1,500 pounds. That's the goal is around 1,500 to 2,000. That makes my sales and makes a little bit of excess to get me through till the next harvest, and we're doing good there. So still got a lot of boxes out there, but for whatever reason, and I see you said it's going to be a good year, Brian. The tallow just did not come in over here where we're at like we thought it would. It really is. At the meeting the other night, a lot of them said they didn't see it either. Just like they just stopped filling. The tallow was drying up really quick on us. So how many buckets do I have on hand? Well, right now I'm running out. I usually keep probably about 40 buckets on hand, but I'm thinking I've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's another 5. That's 10, 13, 14, 15, and then some random square buckets. So I got about 15 to 20 on hand left right now. So, hey, Loma Vista. Right now, 76 I have, probably with the combines I've done and everything, probably about 40 right now. 35 to 40 that are double deep type production hives. Hey, Jeff, good to see you tonight. Grayson, how are you? I see you did a video. I still haven't watched it. You didn't do a live last night. I tell you what, JD, if you do get one, I'm gonna tell you that Hilco is nice. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's quiet. It's running half speed right now. It's quiet. Look at that thing. It's got a little wobble. I got one light frame in there and threw it off on actually it's about 3/4 speed. Yeah, I'm gonna turn it back down. It's hopping a little bit right now. I like these Hilcos because they got this emergency switch on them. And it's quick, man. It's like, it's done deal. So when it gets to hopping, this thing gets moving, it's got a lot of honey in it, it gets ugly. And of course you just turn the switch back off, turn this back down, turn it back on. We're running again. Go back up about where we were. Those are about empty anyway. I got I filled half a bucket plus that. I'm getting about off the 9-frame boxes, and I also did a little video on the weight of a 9-frame versus a 10-frame. I talk about that all the time. I was amazed. Let me turn this phone right. I can't wait to show you all that. But I'm running 9-frame boxes, and when I run one run on that extractor with 9-frame size frames, I fill up a 5-gallon bucket. The last pull on the video y'all watched, those of you that were watching it, I was averaging 3 gallons of a medium super on that. That's 9-frame boxes. So I'm real happy with that. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. I wish I could get the phone to flip. All right, so let's go back and answer some questions, read some comments. Fairview Heights, Illinois. I missed you, Will. Thanks for coming on. Hamilton, Ontario. I mentioned you, Michael, and I'm hoping to be in Ontario pretty soon. Went through there last year above Lake Superior, hoping to go back across and around through Toronto and down to Niagara this year. I love Canada. I love the wild country up there. I tried to flip that phone, Dan. It just won't work. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I hope you have a great year, Brian. Let me know. I guess I'll see you too. A pound. All right, so Honeybee Live, what do I sell a pound at the farmers markets? $8 is what I sell mine for. What is your average harvest per hive? I don't go per hive. Wellsburn, I actually just kind of, like I told you a minute ago, I kind of go by supers, and I'm always hoping for 2.5 to 3 gallons of supers. I mean, gallons per super. So I've got a hive out there that generated 5 boxes. I got another hive that only generated 2. Good queens versus bad queens, that kind of deal. So yeah, I go by gallons, but I couldn't tell you. Okay, so 4 boxes at, you know, let's just say the 2.5 gallons. Well, there you go. That's a 10-gallon hive. 10 times 12, 120 pounds on that hive. So did I pass the legend? Yes, you did, Dan, and I'm glad you did. I don't want to. I don't want to have. There may be some changes coming down the road next year. I'm telling you guys, this job has got me tied down. I know you heard me complaining on my videos constantly about it, but and it's not just a bad job or anything like that. It's just it requires a lot of dedication and it's taking time away. So there might be some changes. I might pass you back, Dan. Dan, I'll be trying out my new Hilco this weekend. Just arrived there. You're gonna love it. I do. Hey, Brian, Flower Street. How are you doing out in Colorado? You're spinning honey today too. Awesome, man. I saw you on the chat last night. I love that. I love Tim's chat. I've only been on there a few times before, and then I actually have my last 2 Sunday evenings. I've been able to really sit down. I don't have time for chats in the evenings. I get in at dark, and I thoroughly enjoyed being on Tim and Hannah's chat Sunday night. Wow, I enjoyed it. It was such a good chat. It was mixed bees and joking around, but then other things. I really enjoyed that chat. I'll be on that stream again. Sunday evenings, about the only evenings I have time. Decided to skip last night. Been busy with the bees. Our towel is done. Still have some nectar coming in. Good deal, Grayson. Ayo, Mike, everyone. Yeah. Ayo. Greetings from Connecticut. Hey, John. I don't go to Connecticut anymore. I used to go annually to see my sister. And now we don't get to go. We used to go to that pizza place where that guy uses a coal-fired oven. He's from Naples. Man, I used to love it. Josh from Northwest Oklahoma here. Hey, Josh. Thanks for watching the videos, man. I appreciate it. What do you have on your chest? A mouse? Yeah, that's my new mic. Hey, Rodney. Rodney, I got to call you. Oh, Rodney, I got a surprise for you. I got a surprise, Rodney Glasscock. I'm so excited. And I haven't heard from you. I thought about you the other day, and I'm wondering how it's going. Haven't heard a word from you about your bees. Got me wondering. Are you going to be at North American Honeybee Conference? Jeff, are you talking to who, DC or me? Because you know me. Lord willing, I'm going to be there. Hey, Greg from Australia. Mate. Hey, man, it's great to have you guys. I got a few viewers in Australia. So I told them earlier, it's exciting, you guys from overseas. Just exciting. Jerry Torres, English or Spanish? Well, English here, I guess. You prefer waffles or pancakes or cat food? Okay, we got some spam going on. Don't know how to take care of that. Hey, Chad, how's it going out there on the Big Island? I guess you're not on the Big Island, are you? You're actually just in one of the islands. I agree, DC. Thank you much for showing me the crisscross rubber band put on frame. I use it to make drying rack on my sailboat. Well, hey, that's good. Whatever it gets, you know, whatever you can get out of it. I'm glad. Kenny Verbine came up with that. Gunline's good company, yeah. Eastern Tennessee. Hey, Freedom Apiaries. Hey, Mari. Chickasha. I'm catching up. I'm going to have to figure out how to get rid of this spam, guys. We got a lot of spam coming in. Let's see. I turned on the thing to stop the spam, but obviously it didn't. All right, guys, I may have to let y'all go. Anyway, I just wanted to show you. I can't turn the spam off. It was supposed to get all this out. Hey Terry, I know where you're at. Let me see if I can hide user this channel. Hide user this channel. On the equipment you use to shoot your videos. For you know, Josh, you're going to be disappointed if you see it. My long-time subscriber viewer from Mississippi, I need to get your way and try your honey. All right, I got some messages deleted. But yeah, Josh, you'd be kind of disappointed if you see my my video equipment. I got a stick with a camera, and that's it. I'm slowly deleting these people. I might can stay on. I don't know. Let's see. No, this is YouTube, Jared. I don't have moderators because I don't usually. I need to do StreamYard. I can do StreamYard, and I have the trial account, but I don't. This is just when I do these lives impromptu. I just use YouTube, and there's a setting you could turn on at the beginning, and it's supposed to hide these people, and it obviously isn't catching them. But I'm going through manually doing it. Your local menace, hold a user, and they can moderate the chat. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Icy Mountain Honey. Go Navy. Yes, sir. Yeah, I need to make somebody. Let me get them. Well, you know how to use it. Not shake it all. Well, good. Well, it's also a new camera. It's a DJI, and it holds. It's got a shake, a feature that I forget what it's called, Steady Plus or something. That's what I use. Making plans for Nobby now. Looking for a hotel. Got to get those early. Yeah, I got my tickets and my hotel. Did the sound drop? Ah. No sound. I don't know what hotel I'm in. All right, it's back. Good. Yeah, it dropped off. Good. Hey, Russell, how you doing? Galloway, I watch your shorts. I'm got to be honest with you. Your shorts are funny. I enjoy them. How has the harvest been going, DC? It's been going really good. We're catching our 15. Maybe after tonight we'll be at over 1,500 pounds. Hoping to hit a 2,000 mark. Go Navy! 4 generations of Navy in my family. Yeah, I am second generation Navy. I think we were the only 2. All right, Steve, I got my ticket, hotel reservations for Expo. Can't wait. It is always a great time. What did you get last year? Last year was bad. Last year, well, no, let me never say that. Last year I was blessed. I shouldn't have said bad. We were 50% off, which was about everybody in the area because we had the tallow freeze off in March and it didn't produce. So they went for everything else. So I did about 150 gallons last year. And I mean, that was great. But 100 to 150 gallons doesn't get me all the way through the year. But I had some left over from the year before because we had a bumper crop the year before. So this year we will supplement what's left of all that and we'll be just fine. Oh, and go Army. You're welcome, Icy Mountain. Hey, Bug. How you doing? I got some great news. Maybe Jill will put it on Facebook. I don't know. I'm going to talk to Rodney. You'll know soon enough. All right, Kevin. Hey, thanks for stopping in. And, you know, I don't do them much, but when I do them, hope to see you then. Yeah, you're right, DC. Always a blessing. You know, sometimes we pop stuff out of our mouth, and we probably shouldn't. And we say it before we think. And, man, I'm blessed to have a honey harvest. And last year, to get what we got, you know, how the Lord works things out was we had a bumper crop the year before that helped supplement the tough crop we had the next year, you know? So that's just how it is. Go Army, 4th generation Army here. All right, Jared, it's all good. Hey, John, you're right, Jesus. And when we look at things and we start getting down on them, we got to look at how things were orchestrated in our life and how it works out, and just know it's going to work out anyway. This isn't my livelihood, so if it would have been a no harvest at all, I'm still blessed to be able to work with this creation and get to do the things we do with the bees. It's awesome. Just awesome. So let me go check the extractor real quick, but I'll show you. Man, I wish I could get this thing to work. I do not know why it's not flipping over. I can turn it. Let's turn it this way. I can turn it upside down and all around. It won't flip. It says turn it back. It wants to go right side up. You're gonna press and hold it. I don't know, it's something in the settings. So let's turn the phone around. I've been just resting, letting this thing go, but you can see the honey down in there. We're loaded up. There's about 5 gallons in this tank. When this tank gets up to right here, let me point it down for y'all. So there it is. So when this tank gets up to right here, it's about 5 gallons in there. So we got about 5 gallons in there right now. So it'll at least fill up that bucket. This run right here should fill up about 3/4 of a bucket because I have there's some light frames in here. That's what I'm wrapped up and finishing up. Got one more box to extract over there. And we'll be good. And then we can get this honey house cleaned up and get the next set of boxes in here. But I was going to come over here and run this thing up all full speed a little bit. Get every drop out. That's that Hilco. I'm telling you, that thing is quiet. Hey, if I'd had my old Maxent, not that my Maxent doesn't work, it's a good running machine and all, but if I had it on, you wouldn't have heard me. All right, let's catch up with some of these. It's gonna make honey this year instead of growing bees. I'll still get a little, but it's shaping out to be a bee season here for me. Yeah. Retired from the Gulfport, Mississippi. Okay. I think I'm getting close to the amount of gear and tools I need. Then you watch more videos. Yeah, we gotta watch YouTube. I'm actually, so that is an announcement I do have. I am going to the North Carolina State Beekeepers summer meeting. I'm supposed to speak there, and one of the things I'm going to talk about is actually response, which in the schedule of events, it came out kind of the title was cut a little bit. It says back to basics, but it's actually going to be kind of back to basics by, you know, being careful with YouTube, is paraphrasing what it is. It's basically responsibly watching YouTube. Because I tell you what, we can watch YouTube and hey, this is a creator talking here. I got a YouTube channel, but man, we can really get way out of whack with YouTube if we're not careful. So yeah, YouTube, you got to watching it, and next thing you know, you're buying this, you're buying that. All right, is that a freezer? All right, Spirit of Toad, is that a freezer what you use to dry your honey? What do you reckon humidity is in your honey house? Right now the humidity is, it might be backwards for you, 35%. That's with the AC running and the dehumidifier. I don't use this to dry honey. This is used to warm honey. I'll show you this. It's got this controller on the side. Okay. You can go at night, go to 87 and kick back on. And this is an old commercial freezer. I'll show it to you. Ugh. All right, the lights aren't on. I use heat lamps. I knocked the fans over. That's all right. I keep my bottled honey in here that's already bottled from my bottler. That stays right now. That is at 88 degrees. So I bottle. Now my lights just came on. I bottle my honey and we go to the market. Whatever's left over gets back in here. Then I rebottle like I bottled last night and got it all set up for the market again. I keep 2 buckets in here so I can easily get honey that's solid. It starts liquefying. It makes it easier to pour in my bottler to finish liquefying. And this thing just keeps running, keeps it warm, keeps it from crystallizing at a minimum. So, but humidity wise, I use those box fans I just knocked down, and I stack the boxes up with shims and I run air through them with this dry air in here. So, hope that answered your question. Be blessed, my brother, new beekeeper, here waiting for my first colony from Mr. Ed. All right, Jared, were you at the one at the meeting the other day? Or you? I know he was doing them. You got one of those uncapping tanks last year. Has made a game changer. Now I need to figure out how to get uncapping faster for my 20 frame spinner. Yeah, every time you buy something new that's bigger, you find the next new choke point in your operation. That's what I have figured out. Dean, hello from South Yorkshire in the UK. Another person from the UK. Awesome. Welcome, Dean. Just chatting a little bit. Wanted to throw a live out there. Hadn't done one in a while. And I'm out here extracting honey. Are you Sigma? Hope Rodney's on to get them. I think that's a spam. Randy, is your machine bolted to the floor? It is not. It's got those rubber feet that slip on and it seems to do well. I would like to bolt it to the floor because when I do get an unbalanced load, it takes me a little while longer to get it right. But hey, Mel, Northern Michigan, hoping to be going through there. No, I'm not doing the UP this year. Or are we? I think we're going to go under Lake Superior. Maybe we will. I don't know. What room temperature are you running for extraction? Right now, I'm keeping it at around 80 with the air conditioner. I got it turned down because it's hot in here. I don't want to run it higher than 80 because it's still my climate controlled storage on this end. I got all this back here is climate controlled stuff. I want to keep it at temperature. But normally once everything is extracted, then I drop the temperature back down to 76 regularly because it's hot here. Jerry, how you doing? Hadn't seen you comment in a while. You know, Brian, bolting it to a pallet, I've seen people do that, and I thought about doing that. Only problem is the footprint of the pallet was bigger than I wanted, but I do have a wooden floor, so I was thinking about putting studs in from underneath with bolts and washers, and then I can always unbolt it like that. But I've seen the pallet trick, and that works good. I've also seen somebody that put it on casters and then tied it to something on 2 sides. That worked all right, but it seems to me there was too much play in it. I like the pallet better. Hey, Icy Mountain, thanks for joining us. You have a blessed evening too. Added there. So DCBs, you did a hybrid. Yep, there you go. More stuff you need. Hey, Brian, what's going on, man? Just checking in here, that's all. Oh, you're welcome. Beekeeping can become an expensive hobby when you're a professional about your hobbies. That's right. You weren't any mean, you're down in Lafourche Parish. Okay, oh, Lafourche. Oh, yeah, I used to work down there. I used to work for an affiliate of Edison West Offshore, actually, in Mandeville, Louisiana. So I used to go down there all the time, down Lafourche Parish. And look at there. Paul just had to bring it up. SDWT, the Mr. Mike Perry, second harvest season. Good season. What? Mike doing live? Yeah, Russell, just popping on. Was out here extracting honey. How you store your honey in a super? Oh, how do I store my honey supers? Probably is what you're asking. I stick them under an awning outside, and I stick them, I crisscross them, or I stand them up where the frames are. I'm gonna do my hand right, or up and down, so that air and light can get through them. That's how I do them. If I have any brood supers, like supers that have brood in them, as I'm extracting and pull them off, I got one here that's got brood frames. I consolidate all those and I stick them by themselves on a second stack. I don't use any paramoth or sertan or anything in my honey supers. I just don't, and I don't have any problems as long as they didn't have brood in them. If there was a lot of brood, I just stick them to the side and hope the moths don't get them. Now, brood boxes, that's a whole different ball game. STWT. There we go. Mike, is robbing season started there? Yeah, to an extent. It has gotten, I was pulling honey Sunday evening and I didn't have a problem, but they were getting interested a little more quickly than on that last video I put out. They were hardly touching the supers that video. Now they're starting to kind of get after them, and it's only going to get worse from here. Random coconut. Aloha, Uncle. What's your thoughts on the mass deaths of honey bees? Any personal ideas on how to help them? Well, I think the honey bees aren't really the issue. It's more of the feral wild bees, not honey bees, but other varieties of bees that are really the problem. Honey bees, they're actually showing that they're not doing bad. The losses are high, but they're replaced because we have beekeepers. Not saying that they're not having some major losses, but the biggest problem are the wild bees. And all I can say is the best thing is the least amount of poisons. You know, really, our world is full of poisons, and if people are using them, they need to use them responsibly and by the label. That's the only thing I can think of that can really help when it comes to the honeybees. But honeybees, you know, you can read both sides of the story. Some say they're doing great, some say they're not. But in the end, honeybees are being managed and being reproduced constantly by the beekeepers, even though they're taking 30 to 50% losses in some cases. It's those other thousands of varieties of bees and bumblebees and such that are having the problems that are really bad. Hey, what is going on, Brad? Melvin Lance, I'm south of the bridge, east of Grayling. South of the bridge. So you're in the little glove. Isn't that what they do in don't y'all do that in Michigan? You're actually in the hand part. If you're south of the bridge. We went over the bridge, but then we went back. All right. EC Jim, how you doing? Good to see you, or at least your text. You worked for ECO for 12 years. Okay. Well, Deuce said, I should have known that name. You are from down there. Yeah, I don't know if you knew Timmy. He was down there for a while. He's living in Mississippi. No, Timmy Gisclair's still down there, right? And then what's his name? His pal. Oh man, goodness gracious! I'm on Facebook with him. He's up here in Mississippi. Yeah, I worked for C Innovation, Jared, in Mandeville for 10 years. What kind of mite treatments do you use? Well, Peter, I got to be honest. I've been more experimental than anything, but my steady go-to for the last 6, I kind of did this before it was approved now, so don't beat me up, but was oxalic acid vaporization, OAV. I use that regularly in the summer, end of summer and going into the fall, 4 times once every 5 days. And I rarely did it in the winter, just every now and then. But a few years ago, I tried Hop Guard and a little bit of Apiguard. I wanted to stick with the natural stuff if I could. Oxalic acid, an acid compound, not necessarily a chemical, and kills mites differently. This year, I do want to do Apiguard. I was always afraid of the temperature, but I think I'll be fine with the thymol, so that's the plan. If I can get it in there in time. I got to get on the road, so. Hey, Krista, how you doing? Eucalyptus soil to help keep the wax moth out. I know they don't like oil, but I don't know how long it lasts. Yeah, I tell you what, I don't have problems with wax moth in my honey super, so I really don't use anything in them. As long as they're clear, even all the old ones, they don't mess with them. I just make sure I got air and light going through them and keep them outside, and I keep them out of the rain. That's great, Melvin. I hope you get them all full too. I can't wait to show y'all the little video clip I did on weighing a 9 frame versus weighing a 10 frame medium super. I'm not going to tell you what I found, but I'll put it this way. I'm still going to continue to run 9 frame boxes like I have been for years now. A silent video. There you go. Hey, I tell you what, Brian, I bet you could do it. You could probably even put the static in there and put the little titles popping up. I think you should do it. That'd be a great video. Spirit of a Toad, you pulled honey last Friday. Yeah, some places I know they're robbing. I think it's getting to the point now. I put some supers out and they weren't massively crowding the supers, but there was a pretty good cloud of bees. So it's pretty much here now. Steve says up in Northeast Alabama, his are getting robby. Brian, I've done that before though. Less spraying will be a good place to start. I agree. I just think we're at a point in this world where with what we're using to feed the world, it's going to be hard to do at the point we're at. The problem too is people not using it responsibly when they do use it. I try not to use anything, and I don't have a lot of row crops around here in DC, so I don't have the issue with the pesticides, so that's a good thing. And South Louisiana for the most part doesn't. So when you start getting into central Louisiana and up where the row crops are, things are getting rough. Hey Paul, yeah, I guess I am. I'm definitely going to Lord willing, I'm going to Pineville, yes. Galloway, you retracted your message. Did you say something bad? Hey Redfish, one shoe. Narrate like Fred does. Yeah, yeah, Brian, you could do a voiceover. Brian knows all that. Why y'all telling him that? He knows what he's going to do. But then again, he let his video not have audio. Hey, Bug Farmer, what's going on, man? Beekeeping. I'm a beekeeper. Check my page out, okay? Beekeeping. Check his page out. It's just called Beekeeping. Hey, I'm with you, Brad. And you know, everybody's doing it. And we're actually, our club is involved with the USDA Bee Lab in a 5-year program. Melanie was on here earlier. He went and visited them too. She was here for our meeting and got some info on it. And we're trying to get that VSH trait kind of pushed out a little bit in addition to other genetics and try and mix and mingle that in. But it's a pretty intense program with the Harbo assay and the washes and things. But I'm going to get into it next year. I think the honeybees are doing fine. My Facebook for Western, 1,200 people. That's a lot of hives. Yeah, I agree, Dan. I really do. I think they're fine. And I just saw, some articles about the other varieties of wild bees that's where our biggest problem is with the bees. There are also a lot of new beekeepers, and new beekeepers tend to lose more bees often. Yep, that's true. It's a learning process. Another part of my lecture I'm going to do in North Carolina. So yeah, Tim Morris Homestead, where are you located? Galloway Lights, Castle Hives. Paul, we got a lot of people on. We got 100 people on here. Man, what's my battery like? Okay. Howdy, Mike. Greetings from Southwest Louisiana. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Hot down there where you're at, too. We're hot. That's what it is. The Morris Homestead, Lockport. Lockport. 6 years at Seaport 2 and Chemicals. 6 years at the Old North American Home. I probably saw. Yeah, you saw me in Seaport 2. I can promise you that. I didn't really do much at North American in Houma. I went there 2 different times. That was about it, really. I did some of the North American down at the Intercoastal in Cutoff, though. Paul said, post it, Brian. I'd rather see you than hear you anyway. Russ at Burp. Hey, Russ, what's going on, man? Hadn't seen you post in a while. Hey, Joey. Joey, we pulled the trigger, by the way, just to let you know. About 2 weeks from now, we'll be heading to Lacombe. Just letting you know. DCB, Shane have a 10.5 pound medium frame, I think he said. They drew it that way, fat. I'm going to tell you what, those 9 frame boxes, when they draw them fat, I'm telling you this, you're going to, look, the difference was significant. I'm ready, I can't tell you, to spoil my video. Mike, which do you prefer to bottle your honey in, plastic or glass? To be honest with you, I prefer using the plastic, personally using it because it's easier, but I bottle in both. Both are just as easy, and I've got a distributor here locally in Ponchatoula where I get all my glass, and I bottle both so that my customers have the choice. So I bottle a pint for my 1.5 pounds, a quart for my 3 pound. I don't bottle 1 pound in glass. I bottle half gallons in glass, and that's it. But that gives everybody a chance to pick what they like. See your Hilco hat. I just got their new Eco capping tank. Can't wait to use it. Well, have you been? Y'all do know, and so those that are just joining, you can't hear it, but this Hilco is running. I can't get my phone to reverse or flip, folks, but y'all, that's running close to full speed. Y'all can't even hear it. I probably could turn it off. There's nothing coming out. I got these frames to run. I'm gonna run these, and then I got 1 box to run, and then I'm done. I'm doing this after work, so go pull some more this weekend. I might start. I know what I said in that video, but I might just pull everything. I'm at the point where I might just pull everything. I don't think we're gonna have enough to worry with. They're not gonna swarm. I just don't see them swarming this time of year. It's just time to pull it all. Get them all off, get them down. I hate crowding the big ones up into 2 brood boxes this early. I usually do that in July, but it's time. I'm busy in July. So, that brings me to those any of you guys in North Carolina, if you're going to the summer meeting, I hope I can meet you there. I'm going to go there, and they've actually asked me to speak. I don't know why. I even got with their vice president and was like, why are you even talking to me? Why would you want me here? They said, well, they just want somebody in between the research lectures, and they said people like to see some of the YouTube guys. And so Randy and Mr. Ed were there for the other meeting, the spring meeting, and they invited me to come for the summer meeting. So if you're in North Carolina, you're going to that summer meeting, I hope to meet you there. North Carolina. And you know, I should have the dates. I don't. It's the second week. But I wasn't really planning on making an announcement. But Mike, are you done pulling honey? Not even close, Russell. Not even close. I probably got 25, 30 more boxes to pull. 10 in town, 10 more here, 20. 25. Yeah, at least 25 more boxes to pull. Now, some of the ones here may not be quite full, but I probably got at least 15. Yeah, I got at least 15 full. So yeah, 25 boxes to pull. The honey flow is just starting here. Yeah, Terry, that's crazy, man. That is crazy. But, I mean, I know it's, you are so far north. And that highway that goes north of there, you can come in. I'm just letting you know I'm on live. The highway that goes north of there, we rode that, was that Highway 1 all the way across? Wow, you talk about some desolate country. We saw more deer than we did cars. Hey, UNC, can you bust it down? Maybe do the, that's got to be spam. Rodney, you getting this? I made you a moderator. Your name is in blue. You're supposed to be getting these. Steve Dominguez. Hey, Mike, thanks for what you do for the channel. It's great. Thanks. I appreciate it. Robbing has started here in South Carolina with the lack of rain. Yeah. Bob's not doing so good there, Bug Farmer. Bob's hair dried out and he's going bald. He got fully grown out and he stopped. He got the hippie look to him. He ain't doing good. Where are the honey? I don't know. It's all over the place. I got a whole tank full of it right now. Been seeing more bumblebees this year and some nice big ones. That's good, man, because they're hurting. Joey pulled his 1.5 deeps, 1.5 mediums a day, and it was hot. Going good, Paul. Hope you. Hey, thanks there, Bug Farmer. Yeah, I don't know about that. Peter Morris, Pete, here from Colorado. Glad you could join us. Hide that user. Hiding some people. Your daughter's in Shreveport, and she said it was 106. I believe it. The heat index when I was pulling honey yesterday was 103. No, I pulled it Sunday. It was 103. But then it cooled off and went down to 102 because the humidity went from 50 to 48. DCB, save it. Yeah, I'm going. Hey, they cracking. Caden Jackson, I went hunting as a kid, maybe. I used to. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? What bottles and sizes do your customers prefer? I tell you what, where the market is, it's kind of funny. We can go to where 1 week we're selling 1-pounders for 2 weeks straight, and we can't keep enough, to not selling any 1-pounders. Everybody wants 1.5 pounds. The next week we'll turn around and go back to the 1-pounders. Then 2 weeks later, all of a sudden all the quarts are going. And I don't know if it's because of certain steady customers that are coming in that are using it at certain intervals or what, but they buy all three. So that's why we do all three. You got some more bottles? Okay. Oh, yeah. So yeah, we do, Brian, we do all sizes. And like I showed you in here, for those that didn't see my warming cabinet, I was kind of explaining my warming cabinet, but I bottled last night for the market coming up on Saturday. So we sell, you asked about glass versus plastic. I sell a half gallon Mason. That's the best half gallon I can get. Man, I didn't even aim this camera right. Hold on, let me get that camera aimed right, because I can't flip my phone. So, all right, there we go. So we got the half gallon. That's the only half gallon glass I can find. We don't have a half gallon plastic. You can get them, but I don't buy them. I sell plastic. Make sure you can see that, plastic jugs and the plastic glass quart. But there's no special preference. It seems like we can go week to week. Here's the 1.5 pounds, and my new 1.5 pounds are going to look like this pound bottle, same one. Once we run out of these, we got about 5 of these left. So we got the 1.5 pound plastic. These are the 1.5 pound glass, and then the 1 pounds. We don't have glass for those. And I do sell. They look like bleach jugs, but they're actually vinegar jugs, food grade vinegar plastic jugs. I sell those gallons. That's my controller I showed earlier. I keep it at 92. There's a honey shelf. And of course, like I said, we're spinning right now and you can't hear it. Love that Hilco. Love it. Got the tank full. I need to get busy here in a little while. I didn't think we'd have this many people. Just want to check in. So yeah, they prefer them all, Brian. I don't know. I can't keep just one. All right, let's see where we're at. Guess they had a heat index of 108 Fahrenheit in Minnesota soon. Yeah, it's quiet, I'm telling you. Oh, but I'll wait till the end of July. Do you have spaces in your boxes or use? I'd have both. I just knocked out some spacers of an old rotten box. He's talking about 9-frame spacers in my box. This is 9-frame spacer. See how the propolis? So this is a 9-frame spacer. I have those mounted in some of my boxes. Yeah, here's one. So like this box has them right here. The metal spaces. And then I use a spacer too. I've kind of gotten away from the metal spacers in the box because it limits supers for any 10-framers. So Although, so I like to limit those. I've gotten away from them, but I do like having the ones installed in the box. It does make it easier, but for me, I do need to have at least 15 or 20 in case I need to make 10 frame boxes. Awesome. That comb honey, man, I just cut 38. I got 38 out of my box. I guess I spoiled the suspense on that video. But anyway, I did get some comb honey this year. I was excited because we had to go without it last year. Nice machine. Looks like my 8-framer Hilco. Extracted this past Saturday. Maybe it's fall. I don't know. I extracted some this fall. I got some fall honey back here. Oh my goodness, it's some of the most awful stuff. So if you don't get any fall honey, Paul, come over here. I'll give you those 10 gallons. I need an extractor that runs deep frames better. Flip them's it is a pain, but it is quick. On the way back, I can't stop. On the way up, maybe. On the way back, I'm getting back to work usually. But once I'm retired, I'm gonna stop by there. I hope I'll be a great speaker, Brian. I'm pretty nervous. Work and life in general. Plan to go over soon to help Mr. Ed pull supers. Maybe see you then. I'll buy you your dinner this time. Russ, you may or may not see me. I told him he's pulling in intervals this year as well. And I may not make it to his extraction just because of going to North Carolina and then vacation and trying to get my honey pulled. I hope to get over there, and if I do, I'll definitely look forward to seeing you. I'll definitely let you buy my dinner. I hope so, Redfish. Well, Paul, then come an hour down the road. How about that? The GBA has regular folks speak between the keynote speakers. You'll do great. Well, that's what they tell me. But you know what? So he tells me that I'm going to be in between speakers to break maybe some of the, research, and have somebody that can, break it up a little bit into, more common stuff. And then he turns around and says, and you're not going to speak the first day. We'll do 2 lectures one day and one the last. And the first day you won't have to speak. I look at the schedule. He puts me as the first person on the schedule. I'm the first speaker. Are you kidding me? I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So, Mike, is the talk going to be how to or how? It's going to be how I do, and it's also going to be on watching YouTube responsibly. I'm going to do one on some splits and how I made more honey by changing the way I did a simple split. And then another one's actually going to be on mentorship, something near and dear to my heart, and it's going to be a good lead into how and who I am, and I still don't know why I'm there. Yeah, I tell you what. Now, I've never met you before. I've seen you on the stream Sunday nights, Danae, but I see you're in Wyoming. Yeah, more wildlife than people. When I retire, that's where I'll be. I was watching some of your reruns today. Awesome. Thanks, Lisa. Hidden by Mike Joey Rawls. That's 9.5 deeps and 1.5 mediums today. That's a lot in that heat. Hi. All right, starting to get some more spam again. Hello, fellow beekeepers. Catherine. Yeah, I tell you, Lisa, it's hot. It's miserable hot. Berry reruns. I'm like, reruns. Do people know what reruns are anymore? Mike, where do you get your labels printed? I got a local person that does, it's a graphics place. I usually get them down in Harahan, Louisiana at Ad Graphics. And I know that Chris up in West Virginia, I turned him on to Ad Graphics in Harahan, and they do his labels, and they're fabulous. The only reason I switched was their sales rep that I knew who was local here went to a different company, and then I was shipping them. So I knew somebody that could bring them to me, and somebody else I knew at a different graphics company, and they did mine for me. But Ad Graphics and Harahan's great. Anybody needs labels, you can call them, and they can take care of you. I don't know who my label people are. Now you got me thinking, but they're good. I probably should be advertising for them, hadn't I? I don't know. Oh yeah, Vivid Ink in Baton Rouge. Vivid Ink in Baton Rouge. Y'all need labels? These are our labels. All right. I can't flip my camera, so they do a nice job. And these are those silk. They're kind of shiny, smooth, like that pearlescent kind of color to them. Pretty neat. Vivid Ink in Baton Rouge can do them for you. Talk to Josh. Let's see who we got here. I really like the embossed bottles. Yeah, I like them too. We switched those a while back, and now because our local distributor, one of our beekeepers bought half a truckload, so they would bring a truckload in just to prove to them they could sell them. They began to sell them. Guess what? They showed up at the bee conference in Slidell. They're selling them like crazy. So now we can get them local. So now I got to match my pound and a halves, but I do like them. All right, good night, Russell. Hey, thanks for joining us. Maddie Monday. Hi. I don't know Maddie Monday. I thought it was Maddie Moat for a minute. Yeah, Brian, I know another guy. He just does 1 pound bottles. That's it. And it does good for him. We started early on with the different sizes, and so we've kept them because we have a pretty good following. Hey, Bruce, what's going on? Well, I'm out here spinning honey. You can't hear my Hilco in the background, though, but it's spinning. Although it's empty. The frames are empty, but I got on this chat now. I'm not doing any work. Been spacing 7 and 8 frame box, trying to stretch my honey frames. That'd be interesting. Look, I'm gonna do that video. I'm gonna show you the 9 frame versus the 10 frame. It's significant. Yeah, Russell's gone. I was thinking that the metal spacer provides space for. You know, that's a good point, Steve. They do hide in those. That is a real good point. They hide in those pretty bad too. Where at least in the frame spacers that you do manually, you don't have that problem as bad. They can't hide behind it. So that's a good point. But a lot of mine are so old now, the bees have popularized the gaps. What do I do with bad tasting honey? I go down to the hunting club down here about 10 miles down the road and I dump it. I also do that with frames that I'm going to pull in the spring of old honey that's been in the hives for a long time, and I need to make space and open frames, and there's too much in there going into spring, like a full deep on top of a double. I'll spin 6 of them out, and I'll take all that old honey and feed it to the wild bees and pollinators. I don't know, Bug Farmer. He's splitting it up this year because he can't do them all at one time. He's got a lot of supers, so you have to get a hold of him because I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to make it this year. Hey, Billy. Welcome. Are you going to film your speech? I don't know, Redfish. That's up to them. I'll probably bring my camera, but I'm not sure. I don't have a camera that can do it, really. I got a new DJI Action 4, and it's just like the GoPro, really, and they're not good for that. Audio, and you can't zoom. So I don't know if they're going to do it, but I'm going to ask him if he is. Hey, Ken, what's going on? Meadville Bee Group. Need to go back up there. I talked to Joey about going up there, but I also want to get to that Purvis one I haven't gotten to yet. You ain't late, Brad. We just kind of goofing around. I watch Mastery runs every day. I'm on season 8 now. And I'll start back over again. Eric France, hey Mike, it's Eric from Denver. When you cut wax cappings off a frame, you make it look easy. Strong forearms practice, how you do it? Well, I don't know. I just got that bread knife and I just cut it. It's not easy when I'm doing the privet. It's not at all. Let's see. Let's see if I can set it up. All right, so let's see if this aims at it. I don't know. I don't think it's easy. Let's see if I can get one out. This last box doesn't have any cap frames in it. Hold on. Oh, I don't need to yell. I got my wireless mic on. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sitting here yelling across the room. All I do is I take this frame. Can y'all see me? Yeah. And I got this bread knife. I don't know where Kelly Bees got it back when they were in business, and now that Man Lake has them, they are not in business. And I just take it, and If the honey's not cold, I lean the frame and cut it like everybody else. But it's a sharp serrated knife, so it's easy. That's all I do. Spin it and do it again. You know, just that easy. And then I pulverize this stuff. And if I pulverize it, it'll sling it everywhere. And you just pulverize it, and boy, it drains so good. I'll make that into a big mush. I'll take the rest of that off there. I'll take that little bit off there. I get every bit I can. Otherwise, it'll throw my extractor out if I don't. So get all the honey you can, so it doesn't get out of whack. That's how I do it. That's how I do. Isn't that what all y'all tell me? That's what I say. How I do. That's it. I'm gonna wash my hands. I don't know. It's not. I guess I'm just used to doing that. So no extra strength, Eric. Just how I do, I guess. Some more special size. I always sell 1 pound if they buy some. Yeah, and a lot of people do that. It's easier just to keep up with just the one. But like I said, we had started. Hey, Chili's Bees. We had started like that, so we got a pretty good following. Man, you want me to load the extractor? All right. I'll load the extractor then. So I need to unload it. That thing is so quiet, but I do actually need to get busy. So it's pretty much empty. Y'all see these frame crackers they sold? These frame crackers they sold, you can make them pretty easy. Bruce made one. Man, these things are nice. You slap that box down in there and it pops them frames out. No more hive tool. Oh man, I love that thing. That has been a great, can y'all see me? Yeah. That's been a great addition. Something so simple. And I'm so sorry about building stuff. I can't stand building stuff that, well, I bought it. So I got some brood frames in here, and I'll keep those separate. Because they'll get stored separate. A little bit of pollen. I don't like that in my honey supers because the wax moth will go after that. Pollen. This one actually has a little bit of brood in it, but it's dry. It's been dried down. So I obviously pulled one with some brood in it. That's no brood. That it had some brood and pollen. That's got a little bit of pollen. I'll put that on the edge. Only had 2 today that have pollen in them, so that makes life easy for separating. Actually, I'm gonna take that one back out. That have pollen in it. Put it over here. That one's out. That one's out. And what I'll do is I'll mark that box with a B. It'll say B24 on it, meaning it's had brood in it. It's in 24, and it'll get stored separately. The only thing with the Hilco extractor is you sometimes have to pull these frames back on the bottom. But I do like this thing. I guess I should have been doing this the whole time talking to y'all, but I couldn't answer questions. And we're gonna see how it spins out. It feels like everything's about the same weight, so we should have a good balanced load. Let's see. So it holds 18. Every piece of equipment you get that's bigger, you find the next choke point. Now the choke point is strainers. So I want to get a settling tank one of these days. Hilco makes a nice one of those they just came out with last year. So I'm kind of looking at that next. Oh yeah, that one had brood in it. So this should wrap up. Got that one little box with like 6 frames in it. And I think we're going to do 25 gallons for today. And we did 30 gallons off the harvest from the video. Gallons times 12 is how many pounds? Like I said, I think this should put me over 1,500 pounds. All right, 18 in there. Keep my wet rag here so I can. All right, let's take a look. Wow, look at that honey. Gosh, it's beautiful. Never gets old, folks. Never gets old. Let's see. See how balanced this thing is. Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah. Let's take a look. There's the honey in the tank now that you can see it. That's 5 gallons of honey in there. When it's an inch above that valve, that's 5 gallons. I'm gonna test this. I'm gonna leave y'all there. I'm gonna test it real quick. I do want to put a refractometer on this, because this last batch was a little bit wet. I checked it in the frames, and it was showing me about 16 or 17. Tallow is always wet anyway. Sometimes it can be 19 in the frames. Oh yeah, it's coming now. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. All I do with my refractometer, I just use a little popsicle. There was a lot of uncapped, but this has been drying for 2 days now. All right, let's see. About middle of the. I'm gonna shut that down. That's what I do with this. I shut the valve a little bit and slow it up. Not enough to flood the extractor, but. All right, so this 16 and a half. I'll take that. If I open it full bore, it'll overwhelm my strainer. I'm gonna have to switch buckets in a minute anyway. There you go. That's what I'm doing today. All right. Yeah, let me see if I start using Acorn. I like Acorn foundations, Dan. Yeah, this is how I do. Yeah, it sounds like, let's do it. All right, good. Yep, did it. Where's that when they fat fill the drawn comb? That's exactly right, Paul. That's why checkerboarding, man, everybody just throws it out there and makes it look like you just shove them in there. And I tell you what, you can get in trouble like that as far as getting uniform frames. Well, Eric, I tell you, you said about not making it necessary hot knife or otherwise. I just can't use a hot knife. There's people that use a hot knife way faster than I can use a cold knife. So, I mean, it's all preference and where we started. I tried a hot knife. I couldn't do it. Ohio. What size building is your building? You know, everybody asks me that, Brad. And mine is 12 by 30. I built it myself. I didn't order it. And I'm not a builder by any stretch of the imagination. I'm actually horrible. But I just worked on it for like a year and a half, 2 years as climate controlled storage, and then I turned it into honey house. And when I tell people the size 12 by 30, I say build one wider. Even if you don't make it 30 feet, make it wider. 12 foot, like right here. So I'm tight now. It doesn't look like in the video, but like I'm tightened up right here between my bottling tank and my counter and my extractor. It's just narrow. It's kind of good when you got to reach across to something. I'd much rather have it wider than long. Have you ever used paint sprayer bags in 5 gallons? I've tried it. Oh man, my extractor's wobbling all of a sudden. Uh-oh, we're full. Let's switch buckets. Hold on. Gotta stop. I have used the paint strainers. They're all right. So I'm gonna shut this for now. I can always top the rest of this off with what's in the tank. There we go. So it's gonna, yeah, it should be an easy 25 to 30 gallons this time as well. Probably more like 25. All right. Keep on dripping. That's actually running, isn't it? I ain't dripping. Oh man, it never gets old. I'm telling you, I've been going 12 years strong in this, and this never gets old. Ugh. That bucket's full, so that, yeah, that strainer's dipped down in it. So I'll pull that off, throw it on another bucket, and then the other bucket I'll drain a capping tank and clean up for the night. And then we'll pull some more boxes this weekend. All right. Yeah, I've done that with the wax. Eric, and I did it with a crock pot too with a paint strainer. But the wax, I guess I haven't done it with wax cappings. I should take that back. I've done it with honey that had a lot of wax cappings in it, but I've never done it with the wax capping. So there you go. And I've done it with wax, rendering wax. All right. Yeah, I love that site too. Hello from Tomcello's. Wait a minute. Hold on. Barry, hello from the Tomasellos from Pinetta. Love the channel. Megan. Pinetta where? Where are you at? What Pinetta is that? Rodney, there you are doing your job. Rodney's my moderator now. Whoever suggested that, thanks. Neat. Ask and Maker. Love that site. I meant honey. Yeah, the strainers used to tend to come close things down. Yeah. So how did you find my channel, Megan? If you don't mind me asking. You know where I'm going with this, probably. View, deleted, man. Okay, that's what I thought. Just making sure. Yeah, because you know I grew up in Madison. I graduated high school, Madison County High School, 1985, and left for the Navy 2 weeks later. And never moved back there, but I go back there regularly, so. Anyway, so that's all that's going on, folks. Just want to tell you that. I'll show you what I'm doing. I was kind of bored. I think I broke my fan when I dropped it. Let me hide that. Rodney, on of it. Yeah, we're getting that spam on here. Carol Locke said, hello from West Central Indiana. Love your channel. Thank you, Carol, so much. I appreciate your support. I really do. I'm humbled by this YouTube channel. I really am. It never was, I knew it went everywhere, but I never thought it'd get where it got. Get where it got. Yeah, you can tell I graduated from Madison County High School. Class 85 here too. All right, Billy. Trey Campo. Glad I finally caught you live. Good to see the honey flowing. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, gosh, I need to check it. Make sure that strainer's not running over. I forgot. I'm not just running it empty right now. That's going to be good, though. Okay, yeah, we're good. Whew, I'm still out of balance. We balanced out so good when we started, but we must have got a frame's got some, maybe not fully uncapped. This bucket's about to overflow. I got to get the strainer out. So, let's do that. Let me get my tripod set up. Alright. So, of course, all my buckets have been washed prior, so in case you're wondering. I'll take this strainer, put it on here like so. I got a frame, must not be uncapped. That thing is getting worse instead of better, and that's not normal. And wash the outside of this bucket real quick. That over there. Get a lid on this. Peel the old label off. So we got 4 buckets, 5. We'll fill that with the tank. So we'll top these off. I shouldn't even have put that in there, because I'm not going to be able to fill 2 more. So looks like we're going to have about 25 gallons today. Well, I got another box to spin out. Yeah. So what happens sometimes if I don't uncap everything, maybe you miss a few caps or something, that thing will get out of balance real quick as everything empties out. So I'll straighten that out in just a minute. All right. All right, Roy, go take care of them chickens. Thanks for stopping in. Hello from Michigan. Love your channel, Mike. Hey, thanks, Tony. This is a how you do. That's exactly right. That's how I do. I make a mess everywhere. So, but I clean up every night when I'm done. I don't mop the whole floor, but I mop my area, I sweep and mop, get all the propolis up, get everything washed down as far as the surfaces. Get my boxes stacked. I like to stack them in the evening. I'll probably stack them tomorrow. I like to stack them at the beginning and middle of the week, so that come weekend when I get back in the hives to pull more honey, I don't have bees still robbing. They calm down by that time, and then I'll have everything cleaned up and ready for bed. Start over again this week. Yeah. All right, take it, Terry. Have a good one. Where's Eddie? Eddie's on here? Oh, there you are, Eddie. Hey, Eddie, what's going on, man? Yeah, Eddie was over here pulling honey with me one time. It got hot. And he knows, man, it's a little easier to pull 10 at a time. We pulled, I think that day, Eddie, myself, and Steve, we pulled like 20, 25, something like that. It wasn't more than 25. And we were wore out. Like, it was hot. And so, doing this 10 at a time is nice, but now I'm starting to run out of time. So, like I said, I got about 25 more to pull total. I need to get them pulled. Hey, good night, Brad. What local market do you go to? Thomas, we go over toward Mandeville. It's not the trailhead, though. And that's where we go. All right, hey, I'm going to let y'all go. Grammy, I'll see you later. But I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm cutting into Lee's programming, so I need to cut. I didn't mean for it to go this long. I was going to run for about 45 minutes and then cut out. But it's been great. Bottled today with Bernard's machine, and now I'm spoiled. Hey, you could have bought one. They were on sale up there. He's got 2 of them, though, Eddie. Sounds like there's a deal to be made. Anyway, look, I'm going to go ahead and go. Let me let y'all get over to Lee's channel. I don't want to cut into his much more than I already have, way more than I plan to. So you guys have a great evening. I sure appreciate you joining me. We had over 100 at one point. I'm amazed. Great. Don't forget, though, any of you guys from North Carolina, I am planning on being up there. Don't quote the dates, but it's a summer meeting. You can find it on their site. If you're up there, I sure hope to see y'all. Appreciate everyone. I really do. You guys are great, and it's been fun. I'm going to get the rest of this honey done. We're going to call it a night. See y'all later. God bless you guys. Hey, Rodney, thanks a lot, though, brother, for helping me out.